You may hear something new in the background. It's finally happened. I've upgraded to a larger mill. Boom. Timberking 1400. That little Loki here is that nice little Kubota on top there. The rattle you're hearing is that little exhaust stack cover. Man, this engine is some kind of powerful. I've only put about an hour on the engine since I've had it. But holy cow, this thing can cut. Now I'm cutting a winky-dink log right now. It's this little pine log I got cut up for a job and everything. It's no more than, say, 10 inches in diameter. But this will be the first log that I've cut in the new, well, I say new, in the old sawmill shed down here in Mississippi. This sawmill is massive. I've already checked my height clearances. I still have enough clearance there with the exhaust stack at full height. I've checked my width clearances, just barely. I fit in there and everything based on my last mill. I had my Wood Miser LT15 diesel for about 10 months. Great sawmill. The only thing is I kind of outgrew that mill, but you know, it's still staying in the family. So my dad went ahead and purchased the mill off me. It's a great mill and everything, but there's some demand that I can't meet on cutting these wide slabs. This mill right here will allow me to cut 32 inches wide. 32 inches wide, single cut slabs. It can handle a log of 36-inch diameter, but 32-inch slabs. I get a lot of requests for 27 inches, so this will definitely allow me to do and meet that market there. I just set the mill up this morning. We drove out, well, my dad drove out to Kansas City, Missouri, picked up the mill. He dropped me off at my wife's grandmother's place. I had to go put up a couple hundred feet of fencing at her place and just clean up around the farm. But she was very kind to let me get some black walnut. And I cut up some the other day, and oh, it's beautiful. It's the first time I ever cut it. But again, the point of this show here, or this little episode, is to show, you know, I still have a YouTube channel. I'm going to start posting some more and everything. I've just been so busy with work. But I have a new mill. I've got the Timberking 1400 with the Kubota diesel. It's a 24.9 horsepower diesel. It has something stupid like close to 80 foot-pounds of torque. It's just a torque monster. I've already cut, when I was up in Tennessee at the parents' farm, 22-inch slab of maple. I did 9 slabs about that size. This thing didn't even peter out. It just didn't slow down at all. Some of the features that this mill has, it's got your log turner here. Now, I wasn't too sure. This is a mechanical log turner. I'm like, I wasn't too sure how powerful this thing would be. You can roll anything with this. It's geared. It's really easy to operate with a crank handle on the back. I was really impressed. It's got a nice little log dog on this side and everything with a clamp. Really, only your first cut you need to put that on, and then you can use your log turner to kind of hold the log. It does have a tow board. It may be a mechanical scissor jack, but you know what? It's nice that there's a place on the mill for this, and I can lift up the log and straighten it out. The log stops on this side. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, and they are operated from back of the control station by a lever. Really awesome. Get around here. Diesel fuel tank. I believe it's a 5-gallon tank. Awesome motor up there. Your control station. You can get set works on this mill. I opted out not to because I do a lot of custom cutting. I don't do a lot of repeat cutting, so I didn't really need that. But it's got a nice little control panel in there. You've got your glow plugs. You got the start button. All your information. A digital hour meter. It's got your simple hydraulics, your head up and down, back and forth and everything. Your throttle with the switches and your electric clutch. This thing, I mean, it's so sweet. There's your electric clutch right there. Big old monster wheels and everything, big old belt. So that belt right there is massive compared to my other mill. Also, the cutthroat between here, boom to boom. And notice your belt is way over here out of the way. That's fantastic. So you can do repeating cuts. If you have a 32-inch log, you can go ahead and cut 16 inches off that log before you have to start taking any wood off. You can take, if you're doing 1-inch cuts, that's 16 individual 1-inch cuts before you have to start taking anything off the mill. That's just awesome. Let's see what else. It's got the jacks. This is your lever right here. Hearing protection, always a good idea. This is your lever right here that controls your dogs and your log stop. This is your mechanical log turner. Like, amazing how powerful this is. This is your electric winch for loading the logs and to adjust the head of the log turner up and down. It works surprisingly well. I wasn't too sure about how that was going to work, but it works really well. You get your water tank. I am going to make a slight modification. One of the things I did love about my wood miser was, you know, close to the control station where I had my throttle, there was also a little valve that can control the water flow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run piping from here to either here or possibly down. It'll probably be up here. I'll run something like a little zip tie, hold a little valve, so everything's close by. Because I like to conserve my water. I don't really have water running out here. I have to go up kind of away from here to get it. So I'll make a slight modification on the water delivery where I can fine tune it closer to the control station. But other than that, I mean, I am just like ecstatic. Oh, I cannot wait. So I'll post some more videos. This is just kind of introduction of what's happened on the farm. We still are here. It's been really busy, and this is going to add a whole lot of value to our farm. And you know, the guys at Timberking, Matt was phenomenal. I mean, they treated me and my dad like you wouldn't believe. I cannot say anything other than like fantastic organization. I'll have to get more. My next video, I'll talk about what they did for us, how helpful they were, how thorough they were going over this mill at the factory, and I'll go into more on that. But this is just the introduction of, you know, I have my new mill and I'm about to pee my pants. It's awesome.